Hey there, sign of Aquarius. This is Kim here to do your reading. And I'm going to tell you, Gemini's reading had some strange messages, crazy messages, and I'm getting a feeling like maybe yours is going to be equally as strange as those messages that have come out. So maybe it's the energy, maybe it's the moon cycle right now. I don't know, but there's some craziness in the air with the messages I'm getting. So that looks better. All right. Messages for Aquarius. Let's start off with one oracle, and I'm going to use this as the theme for your Celtic Cross. Whatever message comes out. All right, and if you'd like a private reading, by the way, let me just quick insert that information's in the description box below, and you get your reading within 48 hours, and I'll leave it at that. All right, one oracle card here for Aquarius, please, for the reading. Let us know, what's this reading going to be about? We'll take a jumper, okay? We'll take a jumper. We're taking a jumper. Oh, nice. Okay, so I have the well card is on the bottom, telling you to fill that your well is going to be filled up soon if you're feeling like it's empty. But this is actually what your reading is going to be about. Your reading is going to be about your magic. All right, so that's a good topic. 37, the Magician's Sword says, have confidence in your magic. There's something, your manifestation, your abilities, things like that. Your ability to manifest what it is that you want. Let me check these real quick. I think for the most part I have this deck in order, but I'm not 100% sure. It would be nice to have it all in order, just for the initial. See what I'm saying? It's like just a couple for some reason. If there happens to be one that's in the reverse and it's just something we didn't catch, then we will assume that it's a message for us here. I mean, I like to, don't get me wrong, I like to see the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, but I'm going to leave the reversals up to the clarifying for us and get the main point from the upright. If that, I've been doing that a little bit differently here. But let me tell you, when you're doing a reading and you get an intuitive hit that something's meant to be read as a reverse, even if it's an upright, then do that. Go with your intuition. I do. All right, for Aquarius on this beautiful day here. I hope it's beautiful where you are at. I hope you're at peace where you are at. That's probably good. Okay. I said surprise me in my mind, and so I don't know, maybe you were maybe you're telling Spirit, hey, I know what I would like, but you know what, I know that, or you know that there's miracles and blessings that are kind of like beyond your belief that can happen, that can occur here. And so it's like, surprise me. Oh, this definitely is going to be a surprise. The Nine of Water, the Ace of Fire as the challenge. That's beautiful. 3, 3, 3. It's been coming out. Actually, that number 33 is, this whole year has been coming out a whole lot for me in my readings and for you all, because so the readings are for 2 for the outcome. Jeez, could it get any happier with the outcome? The 10 of Earth, the 3 of Water, and then interesting on the bottom of the deck, which is underneath it all, right? something that's underneath it all, something that's, to me, it's like the root system here. It's your choices and the things that you are, like what you are choosing to invest in right now. They're saying have confidence in your magic, because the Seven of Earth can represent when we have sowed seeds, but we have not seen the exact fulfillment or the success from it exactly yet. Like, it's a time of having to have patience. So I would say patience with your magic. But I mean, my goodness, 333 is very powerful. And that is in your reading. You have 3 of earth, 3 of fire, 3 of water. Notice what we don't have is the 3 of swords. That's a really big sigh of like relief. Like, because I feel like that's probably been something you have experienced before. But outcome, 10 of earth, 3 of water. Well, hello. Hello. And then here, this would represent actually the 4 of air would be the card that's after you've already gone through a 3 of swords, a heartache, a loss, a sadness, something, right? And so this is that healing phase. It's when we've had to take time out for ourselves, definitely. And so that's the recent past, is like just you taking care of yourself. I cut it on the 7 of Pentacles, and I do have the 5 of Cups, which is sometimes clinging on to the past or heavy things that emotions associated with our past. I need more room. I don't know why I've got so many cards up here. Oh, that's great, Kim. Just mess them all up. Okay. All right, so can you clarify this rest? It's a respite, recovery, healing energy here of the 4 of Swords. Clarify it, please. You know, it's a rebirth of some sort. This is the extra card in the deck, but I keep saying represents. Why do I keep saying that? Are you representing somebody? Are you representing something? I don't know. I don't think I use that word a lot. I have to like really pay attention to the way I talk. Sometimes I say things over and over. The everything is fine card is the extra card in the deck, but it looks like a 10 of swords. It looks just like identical to it. It's in the reverse, and this would be just what we described here of putting something painful in the past and like you're ready for the I feel like it's almost saying everything is actually fine now. Like you have healed and restored yourself, your soul. You've maybe done bits of soul retrieval even, you know, where you're becoming whole. Any areas of ourselves that we are succumbed to fear or of too much sadness or too much whatever it was that we had to, if you felt like you had to escape from something like that, then oftentimes during healing we're going to retrieve those parts of us, but we're going to look at it in a different way, a different perspective. It's like taking that energy and saying, no, you cannot be fuel for the archons. I told you this reading might be a little weird. Yeah, you can't use that. You need that. You need that part of your soul back, and you got it. And you got it back. Interesting. I like that. It's beautiful. A lot of time thinking in this energy, but it's peaceful. It's peaceful because it's away from havoc. It's peaceful. It's retreat energy. Tell me about the 9 of water. We have Ace of Fire as a challenge. 9 of water, when you get to have everything that you want, right? Oh, it's delayed. What's up? Okay. It's delayed. Why? There's something about, okay, for some of y'all, this is something that you felt like you had to defend in regards to your work. I don't know if something broke apart with a workplace or something like that, but it was like, something didn't, okay, no, actually, this makes more sense as to be the 7 of earth. It's hard, see, the 8 of earth upright would be that you're physically seeing accumulation and success for the efforts that you've been putting in. Could have had something that, as we're still investing, as we need to have confidence, actually that does lead you to something really big. The immediate thing that you're seeing in front of you feels like, well, this is not working out. Why is this not working out? I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like you're focused on you being happy, and maybe a challenge is this a new pathway or new avenue for something. Let's use the 108 deck. It always gives a little bit extra information for us so that we can find out what is this eight. Why is this Eight of Pentacles in the reverse? And why is the Chariot in the reverse? Chariot usually represents movement in travel. If it's in the reverse, I would say that we're stopped on something. That we're stopped on something. Tell me what this means here for Aquarius. What does this mean? This one definitely wants to come out. Oh, wow. Yeah, a non-kara. What does this mean? It means that, okay, you have some type of big reveal coming up soon. And the Eclipse card can be, you know, as the eclipse is moving, and you have this, it says temporary darkness. So temporary, it's actually a pretty fast period, though, in our lives. If you're going to compare it to an eclipse, it's going to be something that moves a block or something that feels kind of dark, like you're not sure how it's going to move forward, especially regarding your work and what you work on every day, right? There's something about there being a temporary setback, a temporary, very temporary, because it's the eclipse. But when this eclipse or this period of time moves out, you're going to have a huge reveal, especially with the non-kara being wanting to come out, because this is the card that represents unconditional love, romance, soulmates, devoted, always, tenderness, appreciation, and infinite love, right? So I don't know, and it says unchanging love, infinite love, best friends, appreciation. Justice is popping out in the reverse. Why is justice popping out in the Tower? I have a feeling this justice in the reverse is up here with the Ace of Fire as the challenge. And this is the challenge too. The challenge is to remain balanced at this time. As contracts shift and change, as people come in and out of your life, and new partnerships, or the scales being balanced, or good karma paying off. There's something, it is attached to this new thing, this Ace of Fire, newfound passion, inspiration. So the challenge is something didn't feel fair, equal, or balanced. Okay, yeah, we definitely see that. 6-6, 666 on the board right here. Six of Pentacles reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse. This is when it's a challenging situation. Look, it's either a partnership, a marriage, or something like that, where you just didn't feel like you were being appreciated. You didn't feel like the energy exchange was even, like it wasn't fair. And it can even have to do with watching other people get praise and recognition and receiving lots of gifts, and then you being like, where's my happiness, or where's my gifts for this? Like, because you obviously have put in some effort here, a lot of effort here. And so the biggest message feels like, hang on, because there is expansion. There is expansion here. There's growth. And I'm not sure if you had people that you were working with that also didn't necessarily recognize all of like what you had to offer, or even represent not feeling like you're even getting compensated enough for what you do, or even somebody taking some recognition from you that was supposed to go to you. There's something like that. If that's the case, I'm going to say that the eclipse energy is going to be showing a reveal of how you were responsible for some type of achievement that somebody else tried to take, or that somebody else tried to take credit for. 3 of Fire. Three of Fire, the expansion in the heart space. This is in your heart space. Seven of Pentacles again. And the Seven of... You got all these numbers that are doubles. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles. And then all of these threes. So you have a lot of double... No, you have triples, don't you? And then a Nine of Cups here on the bottom. All right. So... Here, yeah, they're saying you've waited long enough. These cards coming out together is indicating a big choice between options here that you have to be careful about choosing. It's regarding your happiness. Like, I see a lot of things being available to you that could actually make you be in this Nine of Cups energy where you're feeling like, okay, I'm satisfied. I'm getting what I want. I'm happy. And the Hanged One in the reverse, it's like said, you don't have to hang around, sacrifice yourself or sacrifice your dream, your time on something. Here, it is divine timing, like the hourglass has flipped, and now it's time for you to, you'll have a certain amount of time to make a choice. Like, I'm getting, I like it when my readings are quantum or abstract, but this is not. This is saying there's something on a very linear timeline here where you're going to have to choose, and it has big long-term consequences with this choice towards your happiness, but I do see more than one option here that's going to lead to that. So just be careful with our choices at this time, right? Yeah, tell me a little bit more about what these choices are, because two cards about investing the right time, the right energy. And then Seven of Cups is, it's seeing clearly through the emotion, you know. Sometimes things can be so emotional. It can feel like we're under a spell to choose something that maybe isn't that clear to us. So this is about seeing through an illusion, seeing through the energy of escapism, and choosing what's right for you. Yeah, the Sword and Scales. It's your truth. Choosing what's right for you. So things get balanced out. Good. A truth. Truth, it says. This is your choice. You have this, you have that. And then something, maybe more than one of those things, is going to bring balance to you. All right. So this choice might be directly linked to something that you already feel is coming. In the spot of how is Aquarius feeling, we have the Knight of Water. And the Knight of Water is like an unexpected opportunity or something coming your way. Oh, good Lord. Don't make a deal with the devil. I'm just kidding. I'm not, yeah. Okay, so the devil can represent material stability here, maybe even materialism. It can represent that too. But let's look at the positive side of it, of strategy and planning. I would say the devil energy can be attached to the Seven of Cups, either escapism or daydreaming a result up that's not necessarily clear. They can, I mean, because that energy uses trickery and can use, I know I said I was going to stay positive, but listen, it can use trickery and it can use influence to make you not see something that clear. It could try to make you buy into an illusion, possibly. So something about some of those choices might be, and I don't know. Okay, so listen, if this is about the material realm, then it is a good sign that you're feeling like I need to put a plan or a strategy in place, and then there's an unexpected offer that comes in with the Knight of Water. So you can be feeling, though, dreamy. Like I'm seeing this energy here of somebody that wants to move forward. They're dreamy. I don't, we're going to have to get more on why it's the devil here. It's the devil here. Why is the devil here? Your energy with the water carrier. And I have the friends, soul tribe group, show up, social media, meet in person. Water carrier, humanitarian, generosity, communication, compassion, alleviate suffering. What else is, tell me with the tarot, why is he here? Yeah. Careful with like communication, lies or miscommunication, monitoring spirits with the Page of Swords in the reverse. The ones that want to, like the energy that wants to keep you under an illusion to stop you from your path of whatever it is that you're going on, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest or create. Because I have the Knight of Pentacles, which means that something is going to go forward, or it already is starting to move forward. It may be kind of slow, but there also can be some type of intercept, like something trying to intercept you listening to your body for cues on what kind of choices, especially if they're directly related to the body, you know, about that type of choice, like trying to get you not to listen to what your body is telling you about. Okay, that could be an influence too. Let me move on because it could stay on that for a while. But so tell me about Elder of Water, King of Cups. This is in the environment. I would say that is somebody who feels like they're connected to your heart space. That's usually like a love interest. Could be a love interest. Seems to be the Knight of Swords. Talks about change, quick, the end of a delay. Maybe the end of a delay for somebody when it comes to following their heart or letting you know about how they feel. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. This change. A roadblock, delayed change. Okay, yeah. All right. What's going on? That has to do with this devil energy, doesn't it? Now, because of this coming in the environment, it's like there's somebody that you maybe care about or that is in some way supposed to be joined with you with some sort of creative project, or maybe it's just on the basis of love, but they're the ones experiencing delay with change. They're the ones that have been roadblocked somehow, or dealing with this roadblock. And it can be when somebody is wanting to go towards you from their heart, but something is, I don't know, either they're not listening to themselves, like there's something that's always been getting in the way of this. And you think this is them, but I think it is that it affects you. Block change, challenges, stalling. It could be somebody stalling. Tell me about Three of Earth. That is in your goal and destiny, and that's when you're laying down the groundwork. You're getting recognized, maybe even for some type of work that you do. Six of Swords reverse. This one's wanting to come out in the Tower. So it's the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Tower. Why is something not wanting this to come together? There's something that's holding a person back from collaborating. Okay, maybe they're experiencing their own Tower, or maybe you're going through Tower moments. Tell me more. Something about listening to your, on a general level, it'd be like, listen to your intuition if it's telling you to go in a different direction, or what it's saying about something. Yeah. Okay, it's representing an optical illusion. Something is not what it seems. Confusion, head trick, projection, sleight of hand. Another 3. Symphony, harmony, synergy, co-create, assemble, organize, structure, team, and collaborate. Again, collaborating. Something about collaborating. Let's get the Kipper deck, because I'm... No. Too many. Let's just do one, Spirit. Let's just do one. Needing to free yourself. Needing to free yourself. Imprisonment in the reverse. And then I have the mature man on the bottom. Imprisonment in the reverse. One more. It's usually about freeing your mind. It could be about freeing yourself with a move or different house residence, and this would be respect from the community, respect for a good, solid togetherness. Everybody working together nicely. Maybe a new house here. The Six of Swords reverse is just, there's something you have to listen to your intuition about what's real and what's not, or what is an illusion, especially if something has been feeling like it's been delayed a lot and it's not necessarily you, might be somebody else. Tell me about Hermit. You can leave us feeling kind of alone. The Hermit. On our path. All of these nights seem to coincide here with these offers. Because every single one of them can offer something. But so we have all of them. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords, Wands, Pentacles, and Water. You have offers from all around. There's something about travel and picking up speed or momentum, going after what you love, your passion. But this Hermit is, oh wow, and the Nine of Cups. Page of Swords reverse again. The Hermit might just be kind of like a symbol of you being a sage in this life, like carrying a lot of wisdom on your path. Especially about 9 of Cups twice, 9, 9 of air there too. So about what it is that makes you happy, or what you want to go towards, or who you may feel passionate about. So you can have lots of offers. You may have even been delaying some offers because you know of knowing exactly what you actually want. This is to release the fear, release the worry and the fear. Something's going to happen within a few weeks with your manifesting with this Magician sword. So within a few weeks, good message to get. I mean, if that's a person, that could be somebody you feel a lot of passion for, and maybe vice versa. They're saying to let go of your attachment to the past or to how things have to turn out, and allow this passionate energy to move you. 10 of Earth, 3 of Water here. Outcome is riches. It's to be revealed to you. How, wow. It's to be revealed to you about how your healing has literally, you focusing on taking care of yourself and your healing heart. It's leading you, or leading soul group, maybe love interest. It's leading some people together. This could even be a business that turns out to be very, very successful. 10 of Earth. And I feel like there's lots of people involved, or there's going to be people involved because of you either being part of this symphony, this synergy, or the one actually leading and creating it. You're bringing together people for the purpose of prosperity, and it turns out really well. And there's something about all these, making sure that we take its time out and review how we really feel, especially regarding our connections and how we're feeling about money right now. What's too much to carry? Yeah, the truth. What has been too much to carry? There's a feeling of being very, standing in your truth and telling people, no, I can't do this for you, or I'm not going to, like, just not saying yes to everybody, basically. Saying yes, you got to say yes to yourself, right? So truth and clarity and communication coming to you. Tell me something else. That's also an opportunity, the Ace of Swords. And a big decision, 2 of Swords. This whole reading seems to be about this temporary darkness moving, revealing your real feelings, your true feelings, right? Being honest with ourselves, getting clarity, and then being faced with this big decision. Your happiness depends on it, right? Your alliances, your partnerships, and how you expand. It's part of this journey. So I think you're very well aware of that. Let's get something here with this decision. Two of Swords. That's the stalemate, or feeling like there's been a stalemate for you to make a decision. It's because there's external factors here with it. That's why. But you are the Phoenix. Yay. The Phoenix. Transformation. Renew, resurrection, rising from the ashes, transmutation, ascension, sap, wealth, life force. This is putting the heartache or interference behind us. And then the forked road. There's the decision. Direction change, options, free will choice, multiple choice, possibilities, turning point, and a change in circumstance. Okay, angel number for Aquarius. Makes sense. Makes sense with all of this. I'll take the bottom one too, but with all of these knights, this card makes sense. Master number 55, substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change and need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. I am evolving. Also, 888, as you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you're clearing the path for more positive energy to flow into all areas of your life, creating a place for abundance. I am abundant. And that is what I've got for you all. I hope you really enjoyed your day. And thanks for joining me. Bye, Aquarius.